If you've got $5,000 sitting in your account right now, or $50,000 or even $100,000, you've probably heard the same 3 pieces of advice no matter which one it is. Buy index funds, max your 401k, get into real estate. But the right move with $5,000 and the right move with $100,000 have almost nothing in common. Use the wrong one, and you're gonna spend years catching up to where you could already be. By the end of this video, you're gonna know exactly what to do with your number, because I'm gonna walk you through the 4 capital levels: $5,000, $10,000, $50,000, and $100,000. And each one gets its own plan, built for what actually works at that size. I'm Adam Williams, and I run a private equity firm in Scottsdale that closed over $200 million in real estate deals last year alone. I mention that because I started with $5,000 on my own, and I had no idea where I should put it. So every level we're about to talk about, I've stood in it personally myself. Here's the one framework that makes all 4 levels make sense. I want you to think of your active income, the money from your job or your business, as the gas. Now think of your investment vehicle as the tank. Gas is the fuel. The tank is what turns fuel into something permanent, something that earns without you touching it. A full tank with no gas sits in the driveway going nowhere. An empty tank can't hold what you pour into it. At lower capital, the priority isn't the tank, it's making more gas. Because the more gas you produce, the harder you can fill the tank once you're ready. Every tier below is the same question, asked at a different size. How much gas do you have? How much tank do you need? All right, let's get into tier 1, $5,000. At $5,000, I'm not thinking about an investment vehicle at all. $5,000 in the market at even 7% is about $350 a year. And that's not going to change your life, and pretending otherwise just wastes your time. So I'd put that $5,000 into myself. And here are a few ways that actually works. I'd say freelancing a skill you already have, like copywriting, video editing, bookkeeping, and using that $5,000 to cover the course or a certification that lets you charge more money for your service creates a service-based business with almost no overhead. Pressure washing, mobile detailing, lawn care, something you can be booking clients for inside of 2 weeks. Or take that $5,000 and get licensed in something like real estate, insurance, a trade, where the license itself is what unlocks the income. Now, none of these are passive, and that's the point. If that $5,000 builds a skill worth an extra $2,000 a month, your whole trajectory changes. You're gonna build this gas engine first because everything else needs to wait at this stage. Now, this stage works right up until the income you're producing outgrows what you can track in your head alone. That's when you should hit the $10,000 mark. In tier 2, that's exactly where we're at, $10,000. At $10,000, I split it in half. $5,000 keeps feeding the gas, whatever's building your income, because that's still the priority. Now, the other $5,000 is where the tank starts, even if it's small right now. You have 2 jobs now in this order. First, an emergency fund. If it's me, I'd probably put $2,500 into a high yield savings account. Not your full 6-month cushion yet. That'll come as your business grows, but enough padding that one slow month doesn't force you to touch anything else. And the remaining $2,500 goes into actually learning how to invest, like a real course or a community from someone who has an actual track record doing the thing, right? A few paid sessions with a financial advisor, a seat in an investing conference where you're in the room with people already doing deals. Something with real substance behind it, not some free 45-minute YouTube video. That $2,500 doesn't grow this year. It compounds into every decision you make after this one. So we're gonna go safety net first, then invest in the thing that makes the rest of these decisions better and creates clarity on the direction you're going. Because knowledge is the most important asset you can earn. I actually created a community of real estate investors where people can learn from hundreds of investors who are actively investing every single day. It's called the More Club, and it's actually free. If you're interested, the link's in the bio. All right, moving to $50,000. This is where most people make one move that sets them back the furthest of any other tier on the list. So tier 3 is the $50,000 mark. People try to force it here, chasing a risky deal or a speculative bet, trying to turn that $50,000 into $100,000 fast. 20 years in this business, and I can tell you exactly who ends up back at zero. It's the ones who got impatient here, not the ones that move slowly. So at $50,000, I'd keep doing exactly what I started with at $10,000. Same high yield savings account, just a bigger number sitting in it now. Right now, that's probably paying you somewhere between 4 to 4.5% annually. So on a $50,000, that's roughly $2,000 to $2,250 a year growing, fully insured up to $250,000 and available the same day if you needed it. This is not the time to be chasing returns, and this is not the time to put $50,000 into something illiquid or speculative trying to grow it too fast. The tank isn't ready to do the real work yet. Right now, it just needs to hold what you put into it. This is the time to let that same account that got you here keep doing its job. Starting over from zero right now would cost you more time than any of this saves you. We're preparing to catch bigger fish because at $100,000, the math completely changes. In Tier 4, what we're going to talk about right now is that $100,000 mark. Now, $100,000 is where you actually get to choose. This is real money with real options, and every option has different trade-offs worth being straight about. First off, the S&P 500 has averaged about 10% a year historically before inflation. $100,000 growing at that rate is powerful, but none of it pays you along the way, and every dollar you earn gets taxed when you sell. And crypto can move faster than anything in either direction. I've watched people double $100,000 in a year and lose the entire thing the next year. There's no cash flow, there's no tax advantage, and the volatility is insane, which makes it a bet more than a plan. And then there's real estate, the third thing you heard about from the start of this video. But I'm gonna get into real estate isn't specific enough to actually act on it. There's one option inside of it that I've put my personal money into for over the last 25 years, and that's multifamily. Now, $100,000 deployed as a passive LP in a well-structured multifamily deal at a conservative 4% cash-on-cash return pays you $4,000 a year, about $333 a month, landing in your account without you doing anything to earn that money. Now, on paper, I know that's a lower headline number than the S&P 500's average, but real estate at this level gets you 4 things happening on the same dollar at once. You get cash flow, the $333 a month. You get appreciation as the property itself is worth more over time. You get equity growth as the debt gets paid down by the tenants, not you. And you get depreciation, which is a paper loss that can offset a meaningful chunk of what you receive. So you keep more of that income on the same amount than a stock or a dividend would let you keep. That's the actual case for multifamily over the S&P 500 or crypto. It pays you now instead of only upon exit. It's backed by a physical asset with real tenants, not a ticker. And it's structured to be tax efficient instead of taxed at every step of the way. Now that $333 can get reinvested while you keep producing gas on the side. And every time you cross a new threshold, you just add another deployment. You went from earning $100,000 with 100% of your own effort to having $100,000 working alongside you doing it for you. Now do that a few times over the years and you feel something specific, the shift from living on what you earn to living on what you own. And once you feel that shift, you'll never go back to just earning. Now that strategy, it changes at every single level. What doesn't change is the goal. You need to build the gas and then fill the tank until the tank produces more than the gas ever could on its own. You don't need $100,000 to start. You need to know which tier you're at right now and then put one foot in front of the other every single day and follow the plan we just talked about. And if you're one of these people that's already near or you're over $100,000 and you want to see exactly how passive multifamily deals work and why it's better than any other real estate strategy out there, there's a video link below that walks you through the entire thing. I'll see you there.